to do on this episode is dive into this last conversation I had with Roy before I got back here to the States. The last night I was in Mombasa, I went back to Roy's house, and we talked for about an hour, just closing any loose ends and just figuring out what we need to do as far as next steps. I've been playing around with different ideas on how to capture that in the vlog. Then I watched the footage and realized that I kind of screwed up the audio. This guy right here didn't work out too well. The reason was there was a fan overhead when I was in the room with Roy and James, and I didn't have the windscreen on. So you hear all this background noise of the fan, and then at some point I pick it up and I'm holding it in my hand, and so you get me fidgeting around with it. So this audio is useless. Audio from the camera is okay, but the camera's further back, so it's kind of... When I'm talking, it's pretty good, but a lot of times when Roy's talking, it's not great. What I'm going to do is kind of play it, have some subtitles, and then add in a commentary on just kind of bringing it home since I am editing it down. There is a lot of dialogue, so if you're not interested in that, I don't take it personally. If you want to wait till the next vlog, that's fine. The next vlog is going to be a travel vlog, so that'll be fun. Definitely a lot more action, a lot of good stuff in the conversation. I disagree with Roy. I make sure that he knows I'm not happy on certain things. And then he asked me for money. So it should be interesting. So let's get into it. These are for schools in Mombasa or where? In Kenya?
All over.
All over. How do you sell to schools?
No, we have not gone to the institutions.
Okay.
Now it's only the people, the parents.
To the parents. So you're selling to parents.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I want you to take a video and send it to me now. I want to send to somebody.
Writing papers so I don't get nabbed at the airport.
To whom so it may concern, this is to notify your high office that the person who is carrying the samples.
Yeah, I think that's great.
Good.
Perfect. Yeah. At Roy's, have dinner, talk shop.
Because we have a trust. The way we have a trust on us, we have a trust on him. He will never let me down. You are clear, James?
Well, yeah, and the whole idea was always to put the money back into the
into
factory.
the business. Purses. How many you have taken?
15.
In this, I have a doubt. So when will I get this reply?
To go for mass production?
No, this Indian, bring in the Indian and putting here, and then when will I get that?
Well, as soon as you can. I mean, you said you could try to go to India in a month. Roy's such a unique style of communication. He starts with, I have this doubt, but yet the answer is something that he controls. So what is his doubt? Right? But that's just how some of the communication is. He's reconfirming himself on things that he's already said just to make sure I'm on board, but just does it in his own unique way.
So I will go look for somebody who can do the good work for his satisfaction. First we go there and see physically what is he doing, and I will send the whole video to James. Then if he approves, then I will come. What I need his satisfaction. So that let him concentrate his demands, only pillow covers, bags and other things. We go slowly. Getting someone from India is huge. If you've seen some of the vlogs, I've touched on it already. Just having the ability of someone there who can manage the production, who knows exactly what needs to be done, can help get the production up to the quality that we need, or that I need. Because it's that one thing that just is not there right now. We can get the materials, that's an easier problem to solve, but getting the right people there who can execute on the quality, that's the biggest roadblock right now. With immediate effect, the finished leather, goat and sheep, and mainly black, brown, tan color.
Okay.
Dark brown color.
For the bags, you wanted the thicker...
No, that leather is coming from India with this consignment, next consignment.
Oh, so it's in this next...
Yeah, it is in consignment, it is coming there, more than 30,000.
Okay, I thought that was part of what was in there early, but it hasn't...
This is totally ours, nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Up to now, he has not got $1. Up to now, I never enjoyed $1. Up to now, he never has put $1 in his pocket. I wanted to be very clear, James.
Yeah, no, I understand. So, but like for laptop, the really nice leather that I like that we made the laptop bag with, that's in the container that's coming now.
30,000 square feet.
Okay.
And that also only 3 colors.
Has it left India?
No, not yet. No.
So it's still in India?
Still in India.
I'm a pretty calm person by nature. I think have you seen some of the vlogs, you have to be patient to be in a position where you to continue to work with people in Africa. You have to have a lot of patience. This was definitely a gut-wrenching thing. 9 months ago when I went to Mombasa, was in the factory, there was one kind of leather that I said, Roy, I want this. This is great. This looks awesome. I love it. They made this laptop bag that's incredible. I could not have made it more clear that that leather was important to what I wanted to do. Maybe I should have been more explicit, but how on earth is that leather not even, it's not even out of India. This whole time I was thinking it was in Nairobi and it was held up and we're trying to figure out the taxes to it. But the fact that it hasn't even left India? What? What? That was a head scratcher to me. It was the one thing I was like, yes, Roy, this is awesome. And it just seemed like that just, I don't know how much more clear I could have been. But at the same time, it's just... Anyway, let's get back to it.
So, because last time we wanted to just make bags, and now I hope we are going to continue with
Definitely,
that,
definitely.
which is why I want exactly that leather.
Same leather.
Well, and
Everything
I guess that's what I'm trying to understand, because I made it very clear last time I liked that leather, but it hasn't even left India.
Yeah.
And I thought I was hoping that it was going to be here on this trip.
No. See, the problem is, this I am handling alone.
Yeah.
You are aware of that?
Yeah, no, I understand. Well, I'm trying to say, if I had only known the suede bags were going to be here, I would have postponed this trip.
No.
So I would not have come out until I'm just saying, because that is what everything I want to do is about making things here in Kenya. I think you know that.
Yes.
The suede bags the trading is small and was never
That is not our concept.
exactly. And so that is what I'm trying to understand. I wouldn't have come out just for the suede bags.
Okay.
But
No, actually, see, when you write something, James, you told me you want to make a video, and you want to look at those things, and you want to see where we can start, this is where we can start.
Yeah.
So can I tell James, don't come now?
No, I understand. I understand completely. There's a lot in these containers to get your operation up and going so that we can focus on bags and pillows. And so it would have made more sense for me to come later after you had done that, and then we can focus on the bags and everything. The money is not the issue, and I feel like we have a good enough relationship to know that if the leather wasn't going to be here for the bags, then that was important for me to know.
Yeah, that's why what I'm saying. Also, I was talking.
Yeah. So, but I just want you to understand, it's not that I was disappointed I came out now. But the pillows, I think, would be good business, but we only focused on pillows because we couldn't do anything else. And doing the bags, that was my hope coming out here.
Because you thought the leather will come from this container, you will remove it and do it.
Exactly.
That's true.
Yeah. So our communication needs to be better on that, because I came out here thinking that the leather was going to be here for bags, and it wasn't.
Have you seen?
Which I haven't been able to spend a whole lot of time directly with Roy. I mean, sure, we talk a lot, texting through WhatsApp. I've been out there 4 times now. Considering all that, I feel like our communication, we're doing okay. But we absolutely have things we need to work on. That's sort of an understatement.
Bad comment.
Yeah.
I don't hide anything.
Yeah, no, and me likewise. And that's why I feel open talking to you about something like that. And so.
Anyway, we are sorry for that.
Yeah.
We thought this way, you are coming mainly because for the video and everything.
I didn't tell him I was going to do this video until after I already bought my ticket. Gotta watch him. Gotta watch Roy. Sometimes the story changes a little bit, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We're fine.
What are the things to be concentrated now?
So I want to start with the bare leather tote, the one with no lining. Yeah, that is
The bag.
First bag.
Roti bag. So what is your opinion of making pillow cover with the suede?
When I get back to the States, then I will do some research.
Let's concentrate only with the roti bag. The big bag only.
Yeah.
And this.
Yeah. After we go back and
So
forth.
that idea of making components and finishing from here,
Yeah.
after the Indian expatriate comes,
Yeah.
is it not good?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Hmm? A man who knows about leather goods will not be knowing too much about shoes. I want to be very honest, only is meant for your work. But at the day one he starts boarding the plane, his meter starts. Whether we work or we don't work, the result will be good.
Yeah.
No doubt in
I
that.
agree. Yeah.
Result will be good.
Yeah.
The big bag, the one which we gave it to them to make. So let's assume 15 square feet, for example. So if we get 30,000 square feet regularly in the containers which is we are planning to bring in, we need to make how many? Roughly 2,000 bags, 2,000 pieces
Yeah.
per month.
We couldn't even make a couple good pillows on this trip, and we're talking about doing 2,000 bags a month. Let's make one good bag first, and then let's worry about the rest. I like his ambition. How are we going to create hundreds, thousands of jobs in Africa if we don't dream that big, right?
Yeah.
So it is going to involve a lot of money.
That's fine. I mean, obviously, I want to go for large production. That is always the idea. So we will get there. I mean, initially it will. I won't go. Hey, let's make 2,000 bags until I make sure the quality is good. Say, okay, let's make 10 bags. Send it to me. Because that is not a lot of business that we're doing right then and there. But we have to have that expert here working. So in that case, money is not an issue. I will help.
I know, that is not important.
Yeah.
You should not think of that at all.
But I'm just saying, to start with, because it will be small. We'll be doing a little bit of trial and error. We'll make sure that is smooth. So the only thing I would add, this is kind of separate, but it has just come up. But my friend Mike, Nairobi, his organization are giving him mixed. They don't know how much they want to invest in his position. He mentioned to me he loved what we were doing.
Dude, I want to get in on this so badly.
And he wants to stay in Kenya. He wants to do things here. So it could be a possibility. He could come to Mombasa, check on the quality a little bit. So as long as, I hope you got along well with him, and he is someone I trust.
Yes.
I trust him. We'll see how that plays out.
No problem.
This is
No
very-
problem.
It is going to be very good. To be, I am very
Yeah.
happy for that.
But if I can have someone I trust,
Yes.
who knows America and can be here,
Oh,
Yes.
This is a very good idea. In fact, this is what we want. This is a very good
So
idea.
very good idea.
that is the Lord. If it
Yes.
works out, that is the Lord's blessing for
Yes.
sure.
Very good idea.
So,
James, we will be
If
happy.
you have free time,
Yeah.
No, we
you
will
can do
be
a visit to
happy.
Mombasa, Makweni
We
shoes.
will be happy to do that.
yeah.
Yes.
He loves our vision and
Yes.
the work
Oh.
and
What we are doing now.
what we want to create.
Yes.
Mike and I have been talking a little bit, but we'll wait till that update until it makes sense to really talk about it. That could be hugely beneficial having someone out there. It was really cool to see their reaction when I brought that up.
I don't know if that he'll stay in the organization Nairobi so that they pay him and take care of him, and then he comes on the weekend or work something out
No
like
problem.
that.
No problem. It is better. Even if we can come on Saturday,
On
Sunday,
Saturday,
2 days,
yeah.
he will stay. He is most welcome. No problem.
Yeah,
We will
yeah.
arrange everything, and we will take care of him like the way we are taking care of him.
Yeah, no, I'm sure that you will. I think we.
Are you going to give me some $30,000?
not today, because the leather isn't out here.
No, my request is.
I wasn't expecting Roy to ask me for money. I'm not surprised that he did. I definitely helped him out with the container and the shipment, mainly because I had the expectation my materials were in there. But most of the stuff in the container was not my stuff. I was help financing his trading with Isaac and Inthia's. I had mixed feelings when he brought up the fact that he needed more money because what I thought I was spending money on, I'm not going to say he misled me or anything like that, but I was definitely disappointed in how that unfolded.
Yeah.
You can help me something. I want to do this work within a week. Possible, whatever, you can help me.
What kind of money are we talking about?
At least I need some.
It's a touchy subject, and that's part of the reason I want to show this, just because, like, I don't know, this is my first time being in this, even though Roy and I had a couple conversations about money, and I've definitely invested money in his operation. You have to talk about money and business. That's just part of it. So when I asked Roy, give me a ballpark, like how much money are we talking about? I didn't actually think he was going to give me an actual answer. In the past, well, how much can you help me? And that's what the case with the container was. But this time he actually gave me an answer. Quite a bit lower, actually, than what I expected or I guess kind of feared. In terms of the big scheme of things, in terms of how much money I've already put in, what he's asking for isn't that much. I trust him if that's what he needs to kind of get the stuff out of Nairobi, and it's Africa. Like, your working capital is very limited. I didn't think there was a reason to pick a fight over this just because, like, it's at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't strain me too much. But at the same time, I absolutely want to emphasize that my finances are limited. This is all my own personal saving. He knows that, but at the same time, he's asking for money. That he has a responsibility to me, specifically talked about the different things that I've paid money for. And I mean, at the moment, I have nothing to show for it.
This is the help I'm requesting you. It's not by force. I have to say thanks to you, whatever you have done. At least it has helped me, that clear the container. If you are not helping me there, up to now I would have been stuck.
For the container that came that I hoped my materials were in, I understand, but if you would have shown me that bag, I would not have said yes. And even if it was a good bag, I have always been hesitant doing something like this. It is different in America.
I'm sorry. You are a very mature person. In the business, if this trading, at least minimum 10% has to be there. You put my word into consideration. Think of it, not now.
So I'm just being honest. In America, that is not how we do things. In America, you do one thing and you do it very well. If you don't, you will get crushed. Because in every business, every item, there are 20 companies that only do that. And they are big and they will crush you. So it is very different where you diversify and make some here, make some there, make some there. It is no. You make bags, you make sandals, you make shoes. You don't, only when you get very big do you start doing
other things. Top of.
Because otherwise you go out of business.
Yeah, it's a good advice. Let's stick like that. Let us focus only one thing.
Yeah.
That was one of the best parts of the conversation of the whole time that we were meeting and talking with each other. I wasn't on board with this. We shouldn't have done it. Really communicate the challenges and the reasons why. Yeah, it's the most lucrative market, the US market, but it's also the most competitive. But yet, I'm talking to two people who've never been in the US, know nothing about the US market. And so their response really communicated to me that they understand, because financially it's not that big of a hit, but are we going to do that again? That was good.
But you get rid of this, whatever the cost, you get rid of this.
Yeah. No, I will definitely do everything I can and help with that.
So that we get back our money. The company with this bag, what it is meant for American company. Is it right?
Yeah, no, it is.
Yes.
Company for old ladies.
This is the communication. You see now this communication. That's it.
Yeah, that is why if I would have seen the bag in the company, I would have researched and found that out. So
It's true. But
that is what I'm saying. And this is part of the learning process.
you see, part of the learning with your money is okay.
Yeah.
Part of the learning.
Well, hey, I put. That is my money. That is my. I don't have a whole lot to show for it.
Yes.
So and you know this. So going back to the leather that's in Nairobi, I can't send money, and it will take longer for me to send money than that. I would have to send it from America because I don't have that money with me now.
Then we will do it afterwards.
So even with all the trading, everything that you've done, you don't have money now to get it out of Nairobi.
I asked you 2,000. Do you remember? And then I returned.
Yeah. Well, that was 2,000.
Right.
This is much more.
Earlier in the week, Roy asked me for 2,000 shillings. That's about $20. What he's asking for right now is a lot more than that. Roy, come on now. Come on.
Yeah.
It's better you have agreed each and everything.
Yeah.
Whatever the problems, I have to tell. Whatever the problems, you have to tell. We have to understand like that.
There's not a problem. All my savings, this is what I want to do.
So-
This is my career. So when I get back to the States, I can send all the materials and the labor, the men from India will be there. So I do not. I'm just saying. I do not expect another payment until we start making
No.
my
No
things.
need, no need. That's clear.
As long as we're
But
understanding
you
that
have to
because
give it-
everything should
but
be in
me-
place.
Camera went out for the second time, battery, but we were closing up the conversation. It was good, right? Talked about the things that we need to work on, but we set up things for the future and had some good, honest dialogue. If you made it this far in the vlog, thank you for sticking around. I hope that was interesting. I actually had a good time watching it. It definitely gets me excited just to dive right in and kind of give you an update on exactly where we stand now and how some of that has developed, which the reality is slower than I want. Slower than I think you want, because I want to make this happen. Let's go. Business over, now we eat. The last meal
Don't say like this.
for this trip. Good stuff. Great dinner. Taking me back to the hotel.
Okay, thank
And then I'm off. Great host right here. The best. The best. Oh yeah. Hopefully I'll be back soon, but we will certainly be talking. How are you? Yeah, very good. Yeah, I'm back.
So, you want to check in again or?
No, so I am leaving tomorrow in the morning. It's 10 o'clock, just got back to the hotel. My ride to the airport comes in 4.5 hours. I gotta pack up all this nonsense. It's really not that much. I didn't bring all that much. But I'm gonna vlog my flight home, going basically the same route, Turkey to San Francisco to San Diego. Though in San Francisco, I got a 20-hour layover, hanging with some friends. I think the short summary right now is it was a difficult trip, but overall a good trip in terms of a long-term perspective. And yeah, it's gonna take some time, but excited on the future, and hope this helps you just believe in the people here, believe in Africa, believe in Kenya, believe in the people, and that business helps people. It connects us. You know, if you buy products from the factory, you know, from Roy's factory, you're connected to them. Like, you know these people, like you've seen a little bit of their lives. Bringing that connection is so much of what it's about. And I think we lose that a lot in today's world, where we buy product just because of the product, its utility. More and more, we want to see the person behind it. We want to see, you know, the face that's making the things that we use, and we want to be connected to them because we care. 11 o'clock, just finished packing. Shuttle comes in 3.5 hours. Guess it's time to go to bed. Thanks for watching. You guys are great.